Before touching any project at Fine Urban Interiors, we take into consideration what aspects we can touch to increase the value of the property. For example, on this particular project, we've added in a gazebo, a water fountain, and some life forms. My name is Cynthia Shoya. Welcome to Section 58 in Nakuru County, where I'll be walking you through how we transformed this house into a dream home. So initially, these columns were very plain and narrow. So we gave it an artistic design and completely remodeled them. We also added these spotlights that highlight them when it gets dark. Over here, we added this grill as a security feature, which can also be found in other areas of the house. For the front door, we really wanted it to stand out and reflect the rest of the design found throughout the house. So we went with a door that has a very antique feel. Welcome to the living room. I have to admit, this is my favorite room in the whole project. I love how the muted color scheme from the floors to the seats to the curtains works well to make the space feel warm and welcoming. So right by the entryway, we added this little chill spot for two, where you could sit away from the rest of the people in the living room and enjoy a glass of wine while having a bit of a chat. We made sure that the color scheme went well with the floor as well as the curtains. As you move into the main living area, we kept the theme going, but added some contrasting colors and textures, like this dark brown coffee table with the marble effect, along with the two side tables. And the masterpiece of this room has to be this deep teal tufted couch that marries in perfectly with the wall paneling, along with the rustic wall hanging. Our clients are really into vintage cars. So what more to appreciate that than having this wall hanging that celebrates that they can enjoy every time they walk in or out of their home. The selected color scheme, which was a mix of beiges, white, brown, and blue, played a huge role when it came to selecting the furniture. As you can see in the two side couches, as well as the one I'm currently sitting on. To finish off the floor, we added in this beige carpet with blue-gray tones, which not only frames the layout of the furniture, but also elevates the experience of being in the living space. When we first came here, this wall was completely empty. We wanted to make it the focal point, so we added in this TV wall cabinet with two cabinets on either side and drawers in the middle. To avoid having clutter over the top of it, we added in these two floating shelves so that your TV accessories can be placed up there instead of on top of the TV wall cabinet. Not only does it serve as a placeholder for your TV accessories, it also aids in creating visual balance alongside the wall clock, making the TV the focal point. On this side of the TV wall, to carry forward the antique and rustic theme of this space, we chose this wall clock. We added wainscoting all around to frame it. This was also done to the fireplace, which will enable the client to regulate the temperature of the room. You may notice, for this entire space, no two ceiling designs are the same. For the entryway, we went with an intricate geometric ceiling design with cove lighting. As your eye travels from the entryway gypsum design, into the main area gypsum design, you'll notice even more complexity and attention to detail. Here we went for a circular design with recessed lightings all around and also included the cove lighting within it. We went for this absolute masterpiece of a chandelier for the center because we wanted this area to really stand out. Adjacent to the dining area, we have this full-length mirror and this rustic finish wash hand basin. As we move into the dining area, our main focus here was the furniture, ceiling and lighting, as well as this feature wall. We went for a simpler design with a mirror instead of the broken mirror design because we didn't want the space to feel too busy while still using the mirror to make the space feel bigger. We also ensured that all the colors in this space worked well together. When choosing the curtains, the fabric that was meticulously chosen for the seats was put into consideration. This not only brings in a slight color variation, but adds texture into the space. Hello there guys. I know you're used to seeing me walking you through projects, but today I'm here roasting meat because the client was so pleased with how the project turned out that they decided to hold a appreciation luncheon for us. So that's why I'm here roasting meat today. So I'm here with Mr. Edward, who's helping me upgrade my nyama choma skills. Which areas of our project do you like the most?
Napenda hii place sana. Kuna mahali nzuri pa kufanyia kazi. Especially jikoni wametengeneza poa, mahali watu wanafikiria chakula. Poa kabisa, kuna space kubwa, nyumba ni kubwa. Yani ni mahali pazuri.
Oh, tell us more about yourself and your profession.
Kwa majina naitwa Edward Dunge. Hii huwa nachingia watu kwa masherehe wakiniita. Napenda hii kazi sana. Ndio huwa inanipea riziki ya kila siku. Si kazi mbaya. Bora tu upende kazi yako na Mungu atakusaidia.
Oh my God! Iko poa sana. So delicious. Buonja yangu niambia iko aje.
Very nice.
Asante sana. Chica. Asante, asante. Biggest challenges for us on this entire project. It initially served as a garage, which had an entryway on this wall, which we had to block out from the outside and turn into a window, and then completely transform this space into an indoor gym. To this room was a huge wall-to-wall mirror where the client could check on their progress. We sectioned it to break monotony and also added bedding all around to frame the mirror. I've been trying to work on my biceps lately, so I think I might just move in here. What do you think, Dennis? That's enough for today. So what's a gym without storage? We had to sit down and figure out what type of storage we could put in this gym. So we went with something that's simple yet functional. We have these open shelves on either side, as well as drawers, and a closed-off hanging area. The client never has to leave the gym to get their gym attire or their utilities. We also added in a TV so that the client is able to follow along with their favorite trainers. All we had to do for the staircase was painted this dark brown color that goes well with the rest of the color scheme. We also added in this textured rug that is in a slightly lighter brown to create contrast and is illuminated by these track lights that lead up the stairs. As you get to the top of the staircase, you'll notice the single strip of bedding that goes all around the top floor, which is used to separate the cream from the brilliant white. Sometimes the smallest details make the biggest impact when it comes to interior design. We wanted to make a bit of visual drama as you arrive to the top floor, so we added in this mirror and this bookshelf with this horsehead bookends. Alongside that, we added these panels which mirror the ones that are found downstairs in the living room, as well as this pendant light with this rope detail that pulls in that antique feel. This could actually be a pretty good spot for a photo. The rustic design is also repeated opposite our feature wall with this wall hanging that embodies the theme. how every piece in this space was carefully chosen to make sure that they worked harmoniously together. It would have been so easy to leave this space empty, but at Fine Urban, we like to take that extra step. Let's see what's in the girls' room.
Hello, my name is Vanessa and welcome to my room. My favorite color is pink. Almost everything in the room is pink and white, which goes perfectly together. I like the way the background is painted. It's a mixture of my favorite show and pink. Entire house with that type of sink. I really want to thank Fine Urban Interiors for installing that sink for me. I really like the balcony, especially the grass carpet and the seat, so I can look outside whenever I want and just relax and enjoy the environment and the view.
This is the master bedroom. We wanted it to evoke a sense of grandeur as soon as you walked in. So we added in this stuffed cushion headboard with 2 side lamps on either side, which can actually be turned on and elevates the mood of the room. We knew that we wanted the headboard to be the statement of the room. So we went with a deep gray color, which we knew would contrast very well with the rest of the color palette of the room. The client was very particular about wanting mustard curtains in this particular room, so we thought it would be a great opportunity to inject some texture as well as other hues like this wine finish seat. Every woman needs a comfortable dressing table that is well set out and has more than enough room to hold everything that they might need through the day. So if it's your makeup, jewelry, or any other item, this dressing table has enough room to hold all of it. noticed that the compound had a lot of room. We wanted to maximize the functionality of the space, so we opted to erect a gazebo that can work as an outdoor dining area as well as a place to sit when the client has social gatherings. This is the man space. So initially, this whole entryway was just a full grill. We wanted to make it feel a bit more modern, so we did away with that grill and added in this full glass and aluminum entryway. This also mimics the main house, so it creates great harmony. So one of the first things we noticed as soon as we walked into this room was the symmetry of this particular wall. So in order to retain that, we added these two blue chairs with silver gray curtains on either side, and to complete the wall, we added this neutral toned striking wall hanging. This counter is better fitted to the space and has more than enough room for the person who's behind the bar serving the drinks, as well as the people sitting at the bar enjoying their drinks. One of the most eye-catching features in this room has to be this cabinet. It has a very unique antique feel and can be used to display some of your favorite drinks or glasses while keeping them dust-free. Keeping up with me on this absolutely fantastic transformation. I have to say this has to be one of my favorite projects that I've been on so far in 2020. Thanks to the client, the designer, and the team for working well together and bringing this vision to life, as well as the video production team for helping to share this process with you. For more educative and entertaining videos, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Thanks for watching.